Hello, tonight I'll be playing Jasper the Bruja.
Hi, I'm GR, and we'll be playing Wren the Malkavian.
Hello, I'm Jazzy, and tonight I'll be playing Soraya the Astamite.
Hello there, my name is Jimmy, and I'll be playing Wren, the gangrel.
And I am Legacy. I will be playing Margot, the daughter of Cacophony.
And finally, I am your storyteller, Vironz. And I forgot to pull up my intro. Sorry. Anyway, to get us started, a disease has taken hold of the city. It has infected the blood pool, and thus our coterie. The beast inside the body is now roaring. And a hunter known as Saul hangs around the Succubus Club. He made the disease. He admits to any kindred that approaches him now that he made it out of mononucleosis. And because a vampire has no immune system, there is no cure now. When a human gets sick, they go to the doctor. But where does a vampire go? Do they risk breaking the masquerade to get help, or do they sacrifice themselves to save it? Now, a few days has passed since our last session, which is why the blood pool is now infected. There is a possibility that it was even infected beforehand. When you wake up, it's about 11 p.m. It's about an hour-ish later than you normally do as a group. And where would you guys like to be going at this point?
Great question.
Would you like a suggestion?
Well, not... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if the suggestion would be nice, my only thought is like to the Tremere, but that was scary last time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Perhaps that was where we should be going then.
Well, actually, I don't know about any of this yet. So maybe I'll probably make my way to this. Yes.
Before we say that,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, or I'm going to assume, possibly, but I'm going to let the group correct me if I'm wrong, that they would have informed Soraya about a infected vampire.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so I'm all caught up on everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I assume I at least would have let you know what was going on.
Oh, thanks, babe.
So, as a group, you guys would like, would you all go to the Tremere, or would you guys split up and try to go somewhere else as well?
Does anyone have any other ideas?
Do we know any kindred who might be heavily involved in the hospitals?
Not that I know of.
I am going to check people's sheets just in case.
What do I know?
Surely the Camarilla have some connection to the blood banks and the free clinics. You know.
That being said, as I have said, the infection is in the blood pool. Now there is a possibility that you might know someone who could be a pathologist. It would be, if you want to give me a charisma and contacts?
Absolutely can.
I should say difficulty 8. Pathologist, virologist, epidemiologist, those specialties of medicine. One of your contacts might be that, or you'll be able to get into you'll definitely be able to get into contact with one. It depends. So what I'm going to ask then is, how much do you want to divulge about your true nature of being a vampire?
In the initial request to meet, not at all. Just sort of asking to take a look after we've maybe contracted something that we aren't sure of, just to have them take a look at us. But once we're there, he might sort of share more.
Okay. So with the initial invite, he'll accept it and he'll say to meet at the University of Chicago. It's downtown. Are you going to go there by yourself, or are you going to bring the rest of your group as well? Or except for Soraya and Jasper, who go to the Tremere. Not to say that these can't be on separate days as well.
I think Warren will go by himself to begin, just to see if it's useful. He wouldn't want to waste anybody else's time.
Okay. Jasper and Soraya, are you guys going to go to the Tremere by yourselves, or go with each other, or try to bring the rest of the group as well?
I think I'll take as much backup as I can get. Primogen didn't seem to like me anyway.
Yeah, I'll go with Jasper, and I'll ask everyone else along if they'd like to come. But, I don't want to impose if they have another idea. I'll also bring along Randy to see, what he thinks about, another school of magic.
I'm assuming that Wren probably going to tag along to the Tremere then.
Yes, that is correct.
And do you inform your partner in crime, Soraya, that you were going to the Tremere?
Oh, Margot, of course.
Okay. Would Margot go to the Tremere?
Of course I will. I gotta support my partner in crime, and the Tremere finicky to deal with on a good day.
And just to make sure, Warren, would you like to go to the Tremere as well? Just make this whole group thing?
Yeah, he'll go with the Tremere before he meets his contact.
Okay. It's around 11:30, I'll say. It's pretty early. You guys just woke up. And you make your way over to the chantry. You knock. The door opens, and there is, to the rest of the group, a very unfamiliar man. He's in his 60s, tall. And he says, Who are you? His brow is very furrowed, and he's looking kind of pissed.
We are known to Nikolai?
Oh shit, so is everybody in the city. Who are you? Individually.
Uh,
Oh. Did we just lose someone? Oh, we
yeah,
did. Oh, we lost Jasper. Oh dear.
That
Yeah,
might be for the best,
Oh
honestly.
no, the blood plague, it took him.
Jasper,
what we do.
Jasper,
See, I told you the Tremere were difficult to deal with.
Yeah,
I said,
Jasper-
even on a good day.
Jasper runs off, seemingly out of nowhere. For the time being.
Soraya, Sharif, Asimite, I believe that, our presence is known.
I am Wren, and I really would like a conversation with Nikolai again. We have some business about what's been happening.
Warren Sawyer, Malkavian.
Don't touch anything.
Margot, Beaufont, Toreador.
Ah, yes, Annabelle's child.
Yes,
I remember you.
of
Ish.
course.
I don't. Anyway, I'm surprised that the rest of you. He kind of goes. He gestures to everyone but Warren. He says, "I'm surprised that any of you have actually talked to Nikolai personally. He's a very busy person." And Jasper comes running back up.
This blood plug has some weird fucking side effects.
We able to talk, or we have more tech issues?
I'm back.
Wait. And he'll kind of go he's gonna furrow his brow even deeper, looking even more pissed at Jasper now. Stop fucking running.
Hey, so I didn't hear anything. What else has he said to me?
He basically just going like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" That's all he's really said, and everyone did a little introduction.
My name's Jasper Black.
And that's it.
You need to know where I graduated from, or?
Soraya whispers into her cloud.
Oh, I don't know who this guy is. I'm a Bruja.
Very personable, if you couldn't tell.
Who the fuck am
Beef
I?
with this guy.
Who the fuck am I? I am Deucebel. Okay? Don't fuck with me. I'm older and more powerful than you will ever be. Now, I will handle your business while I let Nikolai do his own work. What do you want?
We wanted to learn about this plague that's apparently going around. We're hoping you guys might know something.
Certainly we come in a spirit of humility, and we're willing to trade favors, of course.
Possibly. You can see the house shift around behind him, and you see a door form right behind him as well again. He'll step back and open the door, and you do see like essentially what is a dining room with but those really, really long tables, like a really fancy table as well. Probably actual mahogany. All right, come in. If it's out of spirit humility, come in.
More it.
Randy is gonna stick very close behind Soraya. But he does stand taller than her a little bit, so he is able to see like all the he did see all the magic happening in front of him.
Right. And, I give him a look. I motion to Margot as if to say, now remember, while you're here, you're only Margot's child, all right?
He nods, kind of confused, but he nods.
Hello, boy. Tonight you are my son. You should be excited and slightly scared.
damn it. He nods his head. He's scared, looking a little bit more feral, just because of the disease that is like in him now. Everyone is looking a little bit more feral than usual. And he sits down, and he'll make sure to sit down right in between Margot and Soraya, or like right on the side of Margot. And Dusabel is going to sit at the head of the table, look to the rest of the coterie, and say, "You want to know the nature of the disease? Like, what are you trying to figure out?"
If there's somehow a cure for it, or is there anyone even making a cure?
Or if there's a way to stop the spread, keep it from giving it to the kind.
That's the problem. They will recover. It's not even unusual to them. We don't have anything. We don't have an immunosuppressant. We don't have white blood cells. We have blood. Can't recover.
Has anyone tried knocking over a pharmacy for a bunch of antivirals?
That requires, white blood cells to help fight. They're based off of the white blood cells.
Well, there's magic, surely.
If you're talking about actual, real magic, then yes. But we don't have that kind of magic. As our kind, as kindred, we don't have access to that magic. That requires another aspect of being that we lost when we were embraced. It's ripped from us. It's ripped from our very souls.
The Tremere have no contact among the children of Hermes nowadays?
How do you know of that name?
Well, one hears things when one travels.
Do you actually know what an Order of Hermes person is?
Yeah,
Have you met one?
I've met a few mages in my time.
They don't care. They don't care for our clan.
Well, nobody cares about anything.
No.
But surely they can be bribed. Or threatened.
Child.
Or...
Listen. You do not know enough. Do not try to reason with me.
Understood? I beg your pardon.
Thank you.
I mean,
we are... He'll gesture.
Oh. I mean, there's gotta be something, right? We drink the blood all the time. Can't we start shooting it up? They've got white blood cells in there.
It's different. It's different for us. We can't fight it. When it is in our system, we're ruined. Now, best thing that you can do is either find the person who made the virus and convince them, and he has told the rest of us to go fuck ourselves, essentially. We know he's still at the club, but he doesn't care for any of us. Might care for you. Heard things. I've heard that he said that you and you and you, and he'll point to, just you and you, and he'll point to Warren and Jasper, I've heard that you two met him. But he does not talk to the rest of us. He will say, and he'll admit that he made the virus, but he will not give any help. He'll never help us. Now, to get back to your point, girl. House Tremere and Clan Tremere used to be the same thing. They split off. We are shunned. That is why we don't go to the actual mages. That is why the actual mages do not trust us. Because we wanted immortality.
I understand. Honestly, I think y'all made the better choice.
Of course we did. Now, if you want to actually help fight this, you need to find someone who is specialized in viruses and bacterial infections and the such. You'll find one at the University of Chicago. You can find an undergrad there. It does come with its own risk, though.
What risk would that be?
He'll his eyebrows go up in shock and surprise. Do you really need me to say that? Masquerade. We don't function the same as the kind. We don't function like mortals. We don't breathe. We don't reproduce blood cells. We don't.
Oh, that risk. I believe that my colleague was asking if there was any special particular risk.
No. Just the risk of them finding out our existence and then choosing to withhold a cure and letting us all run rampaging and dying like Arthur.
Is there anything else that you suggest or that we should know?
No.
Excellent. Well, thank you for telling us what you have been able to. We'll try our best to make it worth your while.
I can hope that you save us all. You hear wood creak and break and shift. And you see a door open right from where you came from. And you see the outside again. As if this room moved directly in the house and is now directly leading outside.
For your time, and Warren will exit.
I'll nod my head and leave.
I'll give a slight bow and leave, tugging Randy by the hand.
All right.
I exit with the appropriate amount of irreverence.
I get up and just give a quick nod and head out very quietly.
Isabel will also give you the the nod of respect of just knowing who your sire is, or who he thinks your sire is.
Right.
So he's going yeah, try not to piss off another primogen, kind of thing.
Hey, Margot will leave knowing that she did not say anything the entire time for very good reason. Work
Now.
smarter, not harder.
Now, we can probably say maybe within the same night, it's around 12, it's around midnight now, a little after actually, that you probably get a call on your phone, not a call. You did have that like meeting scheduled with your contact.
Warren would probably at some point kind of try to slip away from the group without being noticed.
So what I'll ask is I'm going to assume that everyone is, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, go directly to the university. Or are they going to try going online to find an epidemiologist, pathologist, virologist kind of things, you know?
I mean, I think that, since the Tremere directed us towards the university, we should, he at least expects us to go there.
Mhm. And with enough of us, we can ghoul the whole epidemiology lab.
Oh. Fun.
For the sake of what Warren said they wanted to do, we're going to say that the meeting's on the opposite side of campus. And we're going to start with that. Your contact is waiting outside by a tree, kind of like tapping their foot on the ground. Just waiting.
Evening. Sorry, I'm a little late. I've had some other meetings I needed to attend.
Fine, kind of.
I appreciate you meeting me at this hour. It's not something I'd like to really approach public.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What are you wanting to know?
I'm wondering if you've heard of any sort of odd blood diseases, or if you'd be able to run tests or sort of an odd nature.
Well, can you I don't know, expand on that more? Like, why would I need to?
At this point, Warren is going to kind of try to explain the overall predicament, complete masquerade breach. Yeah, kind of vampires are real. We have a disease, etc., etc.
He goes into like the full spiel about the vampires, or sorry, he does admit that he's a vampire.
Yes.
Okay. He's at that point when you bring that up, he'll kind of like take a few. He'll kind of like move out of the way from the back of the tree, and he'll kind of like sidestep and then take a few steps back. And he looks concerned for an obvious reason. And his wait, hold on. How are you? Well, vampires are no, they can't be real. They can't be real. You're lying.
I'm going to show my fangs. Is that?
He looks concerned, confused, and scared all at the same time.
I know it's a lot, but I don't tell you this information lightly. If it wasn't an emergency, I wouldn't bother you with these facts at all.
And there's a disease? How do you get sick?
Well, that's the mystery. A Polish man created a virus to target us, and it's become problematic.
Define problematic, I guess.
Deadly. It's likely going to kill us.
That doesn't even... That doesn't even seem that bad, I got... no.
Tread lightly.
He'll smirk slightly. And point, and you're like, you're right. I don't have my needles or vials with me. I needed to get into my lab to do that. I'm not really the best at doing, or drawing blood like that anyway. I'm gonna need to get someone else to draw blood, because I don't... that's, like... I'm a virologist. You need a phlebotomist. Do you know what a phlebotomist is? I mean,
I'm aware, but I was hoping to do this without letting more than one person in on the game.
Okay, I mean, it won't be clean. It might even be better if I just cut into you and just kind of just try to catch the blood.
That worked.
He'll kind of like lean back, looking at you strange. Just went, okay.
Warren's gonna take off his jacket and roll up a sleeve on his shirt. Do you have a knife or anything on you?
Not yet. We need to get to my lab first.
See, and I suppose that will be locked up.
My lab. So no. And he'll kind of like start walking towards the building and like one of the doors and, open it, start walking inside. You eventually make your way to his lab. We're gonna pause there for a minute. And to our other group. Margot, Wren, Soraya, Jasper. Warren kind of like walked off. He stopped at a different part of the campus than you guys did as you guys kept walking by. You're now in the main... You're kind of like at the entrance of the science hall. For not knowing what the actual campus looks like, I'm just gonna say it's just the hall for science and whatnot. And you see kind of like some papers taped to doors. One says like biology, biology, chemistry. At this time, at like 8 a.m. and then 10 a.m. kind of things. And you do see like a few actual labs, but the rooms are dark. It's lights are off as well. Yeah, of course they're. Anyway, you don't really see an active room being used right now. You don't know if anyone's even there. What would you guys like to do? kind of explore around for looking for just a lab in general?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have
Wait, is
you?
Randy still with us?
Would you like him to be? It's
Yeah,
purely
I
on you.
think so.
Okay. He's kind of looking around, just like this.
Is
He's
he
muttering.
familiar with this building?
He's muttering. Yeah, I was about to say that. He's muttering to himself, and the bits that you pick up on are kind of like, this is weird. I've never been here before.
Oh, shame.
Usually, like, kind of in the middle of campus where they do all of the, like, lecture halls and stuff.
Okay, so he wouldn't be able to find anything for us.
Oh.
All right, then I guess we'll. I vote for looking around like everyone else.
Okay. Can everyone do perception? And if you do have your special team perception, like keen-eyed, please use it. We're just gonna do alertness, perception alertness.
Any noises, or is it just
This is more of a looking thing.
okay? Man,
Mm.
I figured it's ask.
Perception and alertness. I'm an expert.
2
Okay,
dice.
Who
Woohoo.
dice, baby? Standard difficulty.
Yes.
One success.
One success.
Triple
Great
one successes.
And there we go. There's our
Yeah, yeah. I got
3 1 successes, and then Jazzy coming in with 5.
Great success.
I get 5 successes. My neighbor only gets 1. Great success.
Great success. Everyone else is kind of like bumbling around the halls where like Jazzy, Soraya. Soraya is kind of just like focusing on like, she vaguely sees this like piece of light where it's a bit brighter, and she follows it to its she kind of like walks down and then turns over, and you see someone like working in a lab, and the light's on right now. Well, it's more UV lighting at the moment. Yeah, and you see this one. This one says like, this is like an epidemiology lab. Dangerous, biohazard, all the warning signs that would typically go along with that.
Hey, y'all. Something's going on in here. Epidemiology lab seems promising, no?
It does.
Let's poke our heads in.
Yes, danger, keep out. Do not enter unless have proper equipment. Sounds like just the thing we should get our hands on. I'm very excited.
We can't get double sick, right?
Are you sure about that?
Not yet.
I mean, apparently we can. That's the problem.
Currently, we're only single sick. I don't think double sick. We don't have double no white blood cells, so I think it's sort of like 2 negatives.
But we can contract another disease.
I was going to
Randy.
say, what if our illness gets lonely and it wants a friend?
Randy is kind of just still muttering. Like, I thought I couldn't get sick. I thought you said I couldn't get sick.
Yeah, we thought so too, darling. I'm sorry. Life is full of surprises.
Unlife.
On life. What did you think of the Tremere, dear?
I liked the moving of rooms. It was really cool.
Yeah, see, that is the clan whose, hat is magic. If you want to study magic, one option that we have is to, send you to study with them. But we'll discuss that later.
He perks up a bit and looks a bit happy at the idea.
Right now, you have your student ID, don't you?
Yeah.
Great. So if we're caught, we'll rely on you to talk down any security. So should I knock on the door, y'all?
Go
I
for
think
it.
so.
All right.
All right. So I knock on the door.
After you do, you hear glass break and someone swear, and they kind of start walking over to the door and open and go like, oh God, no, suits. And closes it again.
Me yelling through the door, where do we get the suits?
Down the hall, to your left.
Much obliged.
And you see that it's just like, about 10 feet down the hall on your left, you do see like biohazard suits there. Like one side says clean, the other says dirty. You see 3 clean ones.
How many are there of us?
5 of you. Because you're forgetting, because Soraya, Wren, Randy, Margot, Jasper.
I don't think we're sending Randy in.
Yeah, Randy needs to watch the door. Who's going to stay out here with him?
Wren, you're good at being a lookout, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at being a lookout.
Seems like that might come up. I don't know.
Yeah.
He kind of, but you see Randy kind of like step back from the group then.
Sorry, Randy.
No, it's okay.
Oh. Darling, would you rather one of us stay here?
No, it's fine. Ren is, it's fine. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Ren's a good boy. You'll get on.
I feel like that's kind of like slight against me, but okay.
Where did I? Okay.
Randy, it'll be good for you to learn to play with others.
Yes, puppy. Now go play with your mate.
It's not that. It's just get the feeling that they might rob me.
I don't rob people unless it's for money. But even then, I don't rob people.
Randy, that's vampire racist.
Oh, Randy, darling, you don't need to worry about that. You've got, my protection and Margot's.
Yes, and nothing scarier than 2 lesbians.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. Have you ever gotten into a fight with 2 lesbians?
No, I don't really know any lesbians other than you 2, I guess.
Well, here's your warning. Don't.
Yes. Now be a good boy and don't make us, get angry, all right?
Yeah, I've got a knife. I'm terrifying with a knife.
He'll still he's gonna keep his distance from Wren. But as you guys, put your suits on, and you go back to the door, he'll see it and kind of like open it up slightly to like let you guys, push and shuffle your way in. Wait. Oh, God, no, it's... I've been up for too long. It's been... What do you guys need? Are you students? Are you new?
I'm gonna activate awe.
Okay. Can you please roll... Please, hold on. I need you to roll your willpower.
Oh, fuck, okay.
It'll
Unset or everything.
Yep, this is more just to see if you're still gonna be spending 1, but I need to see if you're gonna be spending 2.
My apologies. Was it everything or just the unspent?
Everything.
Everything.
This is gonna be your total. So it's not a bad pool to roll.
No.
You can also spend a willpower to negate this roll as well if you would like. You know me. I'm gonna encourage what you do. I'm the devil on your shoulder at the moment.
Do it.
If I spend a willpower, a special mouse comprise comes later.
You have 3 more points. You're fine.
Standard?
Yes. Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Great success.
Just so spend your 1 blood point.
Mhm.
Then also roll. Charisma, I believe it's charisma intimidation. I really need to have that.
No.
It's no, it's not. It's charisma
Not
something.
Yeah, it's charisma
It's not
performance.
No, that's the I'm doing the dominate discipline. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'd like to I want to be so hot that they're afraid of me.
Like inside a
It's
biohazard
dread
suit
gaze.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to like show cleavage when you're covered head to toe in like a rubber yellow suit.
I don't know. It reminds me of my days in
difficult.
Afghanistan. I like it.
Difficult, not impossible.
You just gotta get the zipper just right.
Margot, has anyone ever told you you look really good in a burqa?
No, thank you though. All right. Charisma and performance. That is 7 dice.
No specialty because you are not singing.
Not thinking.
You're not
Just
singing.
being a piece of ass.
You gotta push up your bra a little bit.
Yeah. My bra's actually over the hazmat suit.
Yes, you
That's
slipped
crazy.
it out of your dress and then you put it right on top.
Yep.
The push-up is around the respirator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, honey.
it really is. It really is that day.
Listen, honey. Medical safety is sexy, no matter what you say. So.
You just hear him breathing heavily through his respirator.
And he does. He does. Oh. Yeah, he's just absolutely captivated, staring at your cleavage as well.
Yeah.
Because of course.
Of course. That's right. Medical safety is always sexy, everybody. Make
sure to wear
that
your
you
mask.
wear your masks and go to your physicals. So my she's just gonna look at the others and just whisper, "Sorry, it's a fight or flight response from me."
Oh. Okay. And he's gonna go. Wait. Oh. What can I help you with?
Hi. So we were wondering if we might be able to utilize your facilities really fast. We've all got a project due soon, and well, our time in the other labs kind of ran out, and this is the only one that was open. It would be such a help.
At this point, Warren, you and your contact walk up and you see the rest of your coterie out there, like in the lab, and this guy's like still kind of like walking past, but notices, the big group of people. And like Randy and Wren, you guys don't really look out of place. You kind of just like look like you're just standing there waiting for your friends.
I'm actually talking to Randy because it's like, hey, I'm just going to offer you some. I mean, just
No,
like him,
no,
right?
no, sir. No, thank you, sir. I'm good, sir.
Let me be the bad uncle for once. Teach you a trick about being not seen. Come on.
I'm good, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'll just stand there. Actually, I'll just be. Yeah, I'll just stand there, and I will just because just so.
And even as you guys, as you guys kind of like finish like that talk, we'll say it kind of goes around. You guys take a while kind of doing that tiptoe dance. When Warren and his contacts start walking up, and you hear it, and you realize a little too late that you heard it a little bit earlier.
Good evening.
Hey. Good to see you here. What you doing?
I'm following up with a friend of mine. What are you doing?
Talking to, usual.
Randy looks scared. He looks scared.
So I know that they're talking. We are talking to someone about our project that we're working on. So
Warren's contact chimes in. Oh, you guys are students? You're friends with students here?
No, fuck it. They're what I am. It's a long story.
I just give a glare to Warren.
And Warren, can you give me? I need to figure out exactly which dice will. It's gonna be expression and honestly appearance at this point. Standard.
That is one success.
This guy is, even though you have like a calm or like you have a calm nature about you at the moment, he's looking almost ready to bolt. Like if one more like weird thing happens or he finds out something weird, he's about ready to like bolt and just like, because he's about to like run and be like scared shitless.
I'm sorry that I really promise it's not this wasn't planned to spring all this on you. This was supposed to just be a quick one-on-one. It'll really be just us.
You're not gonna kill me?
Not unless I have to.
He side-eyes you now. Okay, well, we're going to the next lab over, and I guess, I mean, not that you needed a suit, but, you don't... Are those your friends in there, too? And he points at the 3 inside the lab.
I wouldn't call them friends. More like co-workers.
Brutal.
Wren.
Yeah, yeah. I hate to agree with him on that one, but it's somewhat like that occasionally.
And, okay. He kind of starts walking down to his lab and opens the door, and you see vials and glass speakers there. I guess sit and I'll cut you open.
I'll give a thumbs up and roll his sleeve up again.
Yeah, and you see there's like an X-Acto knife that he's using. Not a scalpel or anything special, it's an X-Acto knife. And he'll slice in kind of like a longer palm.
Take a deep breath as he kind of cuts across. I'd imagine I'd still feel pain, even if it's not like a major thing that will harm.
Yeah, and can you take a point of lethal and lose a blood point?
Absolutely.
And then also roll your willpower after that. I know, lots of rolling tonight.
They see me rolling.
You also have a good willpower pool, so I'm pretty confident in you to be able to succeed this.
Standard.
Yes. Or you can also spend a willpower point and negate the willpower roll.
I got 3 successes, so I think I'm good.
Alrighty. So yeah, you feel... I mean, you almost feel like the beast inside kind of go like, oh shit, this is danger, but you're good. And the blood starts filling up the glass beaker, and it'll kind of like taper off, like the leaking of blood will taper off slightly. As I'm assuming you were like willingly letting it go at that point, but as soon as you stop, it like kind of like a dry, kind of like the viscosity of it just kind of like solidifies almost. It's like a really weird, it's like a really thick glue now. And he's like looking at it like this is the most curious, weird thing he's ever seen. Blood isn't supposed to do that. It's supposed to like just drip and drip and drip.
Yeah, Warren will let it run until it fills up, and then he'll lick the wound across his hand to reseal it.
And this is why I try to have at least one rules lawyer in a group. Correct me if I'm wrong, it also takes a blood point to heal lethal. Unless you do it over time, which I believe is like about a night.
Yes, I believe so.
If you were gonna like lick it closed like that, you I will also need you to spend another blood point for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. He's just looking. Your contact is looking so confused, and this is around the time like Randy walks in, and he's just kind of like pull up a stool next to you and like sit there and watch. And your contact then gets a pipette, sucks it up, and he'll actually grab out some gel, and he'll kind of start gently piping it into each individual slot. And he'll say, and once he's done, and it takes a good half an hour if I'm going to be honest, says, well, this is all I can really do for now. I need to chill this. Sorry. Go ahead.
In the meantime, I suppose we have time to...
Sorry, I didn't quite hear the last thing you said.
Suppose we have time to kill.
Yeah, I guess. I hope you don't take it personally, but I need time to process without you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand, but you also have to understand my hesitance to leave you alone, as I'm in a rather vulnerable position with you knowing what you know about me.
And given the rest of your friends and that one out there, and he'll kind of like, point with his thumb like behind his shoulder, generally meaning Wren. Sorry. You guys have very similar names. Generally meaning Wren. I trust that one probably has a good chance of finding me and killing me if he so chooses.
If you give him a reason to, but you won't. You seem plenty trustworthy, and Wren is a sweetheart if you get to know him, I'd imagine.
Outside, Wren is muttering under his breath. Oh, what's happening?
Because you have keen hearing, and you're very alert to noises, so you definitely hear that entire thing.
Yeah, I know.
You're also probably hearing a very muffled version of what's going on in the lab, and we're going to jump back over there. Now, Mr. Man, who's ogling at Margot's boobs. It's going, so how can I help you again? Sorry, I totally forgot. It's, yeah.
Yeah. We need to use your facility, please.
Four? I mean, yes, but I also need to know, like, how to set it up for you.
I'll look at the other two. How do we need it set up?
Does anyone have dots in medicine?
No.
Science. So I'm looking over the sheets.
Excited.
I have academics.
Okay. I will let you roll intelligence academics at difficulty 8.
Okay, I have a 1 in academics.
I see that.
I believe that is one higher than both Margot. I believe that's one higher than both Margot and Jasper combined.
That's
Okay.
accurate.
So let's
Yes.
see, that's... Okay, so that's 4, difficulty 8.
You got this.
No!
I spoke too soon.
So you're gonna... Okay. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna suggest that you need Bunsen burners. Just to say to like boil down stuff. I will let you roleplay out exactly what you want to say about that, but you're gonna assume that you need to boil down stuff.
Okay, so if I remember my alchemy correctly, we're going to need to we're going to need a distillery, aren't we? And distilling spirits and elixirs involves a lot of lenses and I suppose we'd need... How many candles do you think we'd need?
I don't
know. You
I'm
seem to
not-
be the expert here, Soraya. I didn't know you knew so much about this stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
we
I
need to make
I've
the
read all of
atmosphere
them.
romantic. Full
I've read
up.
all of the most modern, medical textbooks all the way up to the 1600s.
I mean, I don't have candles in here, but I can get you Bunsen burners, and yeah, we do a whole distillery set. We'll actually kind of like start digging stuff out of like cabinets and stuff, and he'll like set up a few Bunsen burners and set up like this like a triple distilling kind of set.
Okay.
Everything is fine. We're fine.
I don't know, this isn't how I recognize medicine working. Where... Are you sure you're a medical student?
I'm not a medical student.
No, he's into the sciencey things like
Like theology.
I'm a
Theology.
chemist. I'm a chemist.
Yes, I know, an alchemist.
Hey. Oh. Okay. So what liquids? What?
I got into college because I'm hot, not smart. Okay.
What
does it matter?
chemicals and liquids do you need? Do you need water? Do you need some hydrochloric acid?
So
All of the chemicals.
blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm, I think. Or wait, no, you said chemicals, right? So we need fire, earth, water, and air.
Oh, I love that band. Do you have
Damn it. Oh, I can't. I'm just gonna say that this whole catastrophe is like fully set up the wrong. You're having like a lot of neutrals and I can't remember the correct scale.
pH or POH, depending on the chemistry being done.
Yeah,
do
it's
you have
a lot of
essential oils.
Guys, if
That
we
would
have a
be-
problem with bad blood, why don't we just get leeches?
Well, he's like getting all this stuff out and becoming more and more distressed at our requests.
he's not even really distressed. He's like
Confused.
everything that you're asking him for, he's even grabbing the wrong stuff because he is not focusing. He's not focusing on what you're saying. He's focusing on what he's focusing on what she's doing.
Yeah.
The she as in Margot.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over to where I think Margot's ear is behind the suit and go, he's staring at your boobs. I think you gotta ghoul him.
Oh, of course I do. Yes.
Can I attempt to intimidate him for staring at my wife?
You're not allowed to stare at my Commonwealth wife, you doofus.
It's the girls this time. It's not the boys.
Hold on. Guys, I think I've got it. You see, a woman came by my house the other day, with a catalog saying that essential oils heal everything. I'm talking cancer, the plague. I think we need the essential oils.
We need to do homeopathy.
So, I've heard, recently that anything can be cured through Jesus, which is
I'm
clearly
crying.
silly. Anything can be
crying.
cured through Allah.
Okay.
So, does
Right.
anyone have a copy of the Quran? Never mind, I brought my own.
So we need essential oils, a Bible,
Okay,
and I need to Google this man.
Wren, you're hearing. I will say you definitely tuned into this part, and It's been about like 30 minutes. They're bumbling around, and you even look at it, and you just go like, "That ain't right." Even you know that ain't right.
Yep, I know.
So, I mean, like, just through like your daughter, I will say, through the basic knowledge you have of technology, you're going like. And so something like your acids and your alkalines, like all that stuff. You know they have a lot of alkaline stuff, and they're just putting on like it looks like they're just gonna boil it all, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you do hear that the other 3 are done. Randy, Warren, and his contact. So they're all done. They're kind of like sitting. They did a little bit of a chat, and you would most likely surmise that they probably need the actual medical guy's help, or to tell them to just stop.
I think we need more than just help from the medical guy.
Yeah, it would really help if the medical guy had like a psychiatry background too.
That's what Randy's there for.
ADHD.
Gorgeous girls need therapy, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
So
recover.
did I succeed? Wait. Did I succeed in intimidating our chemist?
There's no need for intimidation. He's literally just staring at the boobs. If you want to intimidate him just not staring at the boobs, he's gonna stare at your boobs.
My man.
He's enthralled and in awe of the boobs.
So
I don't have like any like awe or anything like that to speak of.
Equal opportunity chest enjoyer.
Anyway, it is still Wren's scene, and possibly
Okay,
Warren, Randy, and his contact. It is still Wren.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk on over to Warren and his contact and Randy, and just walk in there and be like, okay, I would need some help here. It sounds like to me the other group is struggling very badly in there.
Just
How okay. He'll kind of like walk past you. Also, like kind of like giving you a good almost he's giving you like a good amount of distance.
Yeah.
Trying to
Also,
get past you though.
Just because as well, I would like to mention as well as Wren walked in as well, he's wiping a blood tear from his eye.
Were you laughing as well?
Yes, I was. That's the
Okay.
reason why I was muted that whole time. I was just too busy
Yeah.
laughing through that whole thing.
He's like confused, giving you a wide berth even with the blood tear now, and he's just gonna like walk past, see what's going on, and just go like, oh shit, and kind of like open the door, not even really caring about safety protocols.
Mhm.
We're like, okay, everyone just stop what you're doing. Put the glass down. Don't light anything on fire. Don't do anything. And the student that's in there just goes like, yeah, no, wait, what? Who? Oh. Okay. I was doing it because that she asked me to.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I did no such thing. She says that she gaslights him.
Listen, I already got. We're good. It's done. Done. I got the things. I helped your colleague. We just need to wait we need to wait a day. Electrophoresis takes generally about a day to actually get going. It needs to be shocked, and we need to see everything go down. Then we're gonna have to do a UV light. We're gonna see the specs that we need to find and isolate, and then we're gonna take that, formulate something, and then I guess you guys are gonna have to be my test subjects for this. Now, you guys did whatever you needed to for the rest of the night. You fed yourselves a little bit. You're able to recover everyone's able to recover at least one blood point. Sorry, 2. But I do need you to spend 1 blood point to wake up.
Okay.
So just gain 1 blood point in total. And Warren, when you check your laptop your computer, you would be in your home. When you check your computer, you see an email from your contact saying, tonight's tonight. You ready to see the results? Come by the lab when you can. I'll be here all night.
You going to respond, ready as I'll ever be. And he'll head right over.
Are you gonna grab the rest of your coterie as well?
Oh, he will, yes. He'll call the rest of them, or yeah, contact them however he knows how.
All of you generally get your phone calls, and conversation probably goes meet at the university. And you end up in front of the lab where the chaos of the previous night was. And you see the familiar Wren. Actually, everybody else. You do see the familiar UV light on. And you see someone who is... I mean, you see the same person, but they're not wearing a hazmat suit or anything. This is just... It looks like the lab is probably sanitized and just like fully cleaned out just for this experiment. He opens up the door for you, gestures you all over. He actually kind of looks giddy about this now. And you're kind of in an in-between, almost. You're right by an in-between wall sort of thing, for where the hood is, and you see him very excitedly. He goes like, "I am actually quite excited for this. As far as I know, or this is probably the only time ever this will be done. We get to see where your kind actually has markers in its blood for this disease, or well, actually anything. Do you know what kind of disease this is, by the way? Because we can actually, I can get the reactive result right now.
We do not. We know it's created.
Mono.
No,
you do
yeah.
know. It's mono.
Yeah. They told us it was based on mono.
Mono, yeah, based off of mono.
Ah, okay. You see him kind of like step back and kind of like scurry over to like a fridge, open it, he'll like reach behind him, grab a pipette, and go into the fridge and pull out. And it's kind of holding this, it's holding a clear liquid at the moment. And he runs over and he's holding it, and then he realizes, almost like an ADHD brain, he'll actually set it down and he'll flick a switch. And you see it's kind of this, a little bit of like a generator of sorts. Basically a thing that'll transmit the electricity. Nothing apparent happens at the moment to your guys' eyes. But after about 10 minutes, Soraya will foresee the blood actually kind of like working its way up. And you'll see him at that time as well. He'll also start squeezing in the dye as well. And I'm also not using the exact signs for this, which I regret. Kind of. And then and then 5 minutes after he squeezes it in, everyone will see is like it'll start reacting almost, and you'll start seeing like faint bits of light poking up. And after about 30 minutes, it's as bright as it'll be. Okay, so we do know that it is actually mono of sorts, I guess. Let me try like a regular antibody for mono. You'll see him like run back over to the fridge and then scurry back over with like another pipette. he'll kind of squeeze it in, and it'll fizzle a bit. But you do see some of the markers go away, but not completely. Okay. Let me try mixing it. And then it's like 15 minutes of experimentation using the thing that vibrates and whatnot. I'm not an actual chemist. I don't know the names of these things. Anyway. You'll see him kind of like draw it up into a syringe. Who wants to try this first?
I
I can. If you insist on being the guinea pig.
I mean, I was messed up pretty bad by that guy, so I have a feeling that might be the worst case possibly. So might as well.
Come on, please. Gesture him to go.
I'll go on
He'll-
over to him.
He'll like pat a stool with his free hand.
I'll sit down.
And you're wearing your tank top, right?
Yep.
Despite the fact that it's winter, but you know, you can't feel it.
I most likely left a coat outside just to be like, just to keep up appearances, not to break anything.
Mm-hmm. And he'll slide the needle in. And we'll start pushing, and you feel this liquid kind of like start seeping into your arm. Can I have you roll me a willpower?
Okay.
This is going to be difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7. Willpower? Five, 7, 9. Oh no.
Okay. The next one I'm going to have you roll is going to be your self-control.
Can I spend a will? If I remember correctly, I can spend willpower.
You don't have ones.
Oh, that's right. I don't have one. All right. Self-control.
Yep, your self-control. Do you have a temporary willpower you can spend?
I do have a temporary willpower. I have one less.
I will let you spend it on your self-control roll, just so you can get that extra success.
Yes, please. I will do it there.
That way, hopefully, you don't at least botch.
Yes. I don't want to botch on this. So, yeah, 2 dice. Difficulty?
Also 7.
No. Okay. Okay, 2 successes.
Here we go. You feel this anger and frustration and this primal urge to essentially just rip into this guy and beat the ever-living shit out of him. Because this hurts and it burns. And everyone can see that Wren just looks probably really fucking pissed.
But I would say that I'm most likely holding the side of the stool, and that the stool is definitely bending because of how much strength I'm most likely putting into it.
Can I try and escort him out of the room?
Is this while the needle is still in me, by the way?
Yeah. And you see him slowly draw it out, and he says, "How was that?"
That was a lot. I get up, and the stool is where I was clutching at it, is bent. It was painful as fuck. Holy shit, man.
Is there a way you can do something so that I know that it worked? Because it seems like this is more of an instant thing, I'm gonna guess.
The only thing I can really do is, this is the guy that knows, so it can't hurt, but it's also kind of a threat, so I will pop the claws. Just do it. And any willpower checks or anything like that?
Let me see. essentially just gonna flip a coin. Nope, don't need to.
All right, balls are popped.
Okay,
I mean, working fine with me.
fine.
Everything's
Let-
fine. It just hurt. Ow. Just hurt like hell. Been a long time since I felt that.
Let me. Okay, can somebody else try just so we can make sure? I need to make sure. He'll start drawing more.
Yeah, sure. I'll stick my hand out.
He'll pull it and then get you onto the seat.
Can I be near Jasper? Because I know how bad that was. Great.
Yeah. Are you gonna hold his hand?
This is very wise.
A little bit like that because I know he's a Brujah, so, and if I almost lost control, I don't want for sure to him lose control. So, it's more on lines just to make sure, just so he won't accidentally go after a guy who's curing us. If
Jasper.
things go bad.
Yes,
Please roll your willpower.
you got it. Full willpower?
Yes.
Ooh, one success.
It stings. You could feel it seep into your arm, and it's. If you ever gotten like a penicillin shot, feels like peanut butter, kind of like spreading through your arm.
Mm.
But you can't imagine that like it felt this bad for Wren. Like it does hurt. It feels like it's a really strange feeling. It hurts quite a lot and it's sore. It's really sore, but it doesn't hurt or burn or feel painful.
What the hell? What did you put in this thing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did a little bit of previous testing. This is kind of like a second batch of his blood. But, I wanted to try drying up a cure first, and then I just need to do the final steps. I guess I need to do another batch to make it less painful. Is there anything you can do? That, again, I just think we need to make sure we need to keep doing the same test. Can you also do the, he kind of like gestures with his hands, like a swiping motion? Like that?
Oh, no, I can't do that. Here's what I could do. Since it's about activating my abilities, I'm gonna look at him and just activate awe and try to sexify myself.
Oh no!
Just seducing all of the scientists of the University of Chicago.
Oh lord. Okay.
Oh no!
Let me also essentially flip a coin again. Okay. Roll your normal thing.
Awesome.
And we're just gonna hope that this works. Make sure you spend your blood point though.
Yep.
I hope that this works, because this will be really fucking funny.
It will be. Oh, darn it.
3 successes and 3 ones.
What a shame.
Now you have 2 willpower points left.
Hell no. This is too funny.
Come on. What's the worst that could happen?
So you rouse your blood, and you kind of feel it evaporate a little bit, but nothing visibly happens. You don't even feel that like mental spark that normally happens when you when someone is actually captivated. You're actually not sure if this worked or not.
Oh, something weird happened, Doc.
You kind of see him write in a journal. First, it goes like angry bent stool, like dented stool, handprint, claws. And then weird question mark. Very visibly, everyone else can see, like anyone who wanted to see this can see it.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess somebody else. Just one more. I need one more test.
I'll do it.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
shit.
I'm sure.
All right. I nod, but, make it clear that I'm willing to go in your place.
Okay.
Margot?
Mhm.
You roll your willpower total?
7, right?
Yes.
Three.
But you have the initial sting. It does feel a bit sore, but like not as much as like Jasper was feeling it. It does feel like, I mean, you've in your time you've probably got a penicillin shot,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a strange feeling. You recognize it, so it isn't as bad as like it initially would be for someone who hasn't had a penicillin shot before.
Right.
But it does feel like that. It is that like weird seeping jelly feel.
How does it feel?
And
It's fine. It's all right. Nothing that I've never felt before.
Oh, darling. You're so brave. You didn't have to do that,
It's fine. It's okay. I grew up in a time where modern medicine was improving. This feels like penicillin.
can you? He's also gonna say, can you also just the thing, the claw thingy?
Do what he did. No.
Evil.
You're also gonna try to do an awe.
Oh yeah, I'll do an off.
Okay. Are you gonna try singing? Or not?
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I also need to do my coin flip to see if you need to roll willpower again. Oh yeah, no, you good. Way good.
Mm-hmm.
We got a successful batch. Painful as hell, but a successful batch. Make a roll, spend your blood.
Yes. Yes'm.
I hope you
will.
fail. I hope you botch.
Drop dead.
I did. That's why we're here.
Well, that sounds like a skill issue, darling. I don't know what to tell you.
Built different.
Stay dead next time.
Stay dead. That's what you should have said.
No.
What we do in the shadow.
No, please, we can't afford to get sued. 3 successes.
Why did I even put my discipline dots into presents?
Because you thought you were gonna be hot girl shit, but then I came in, ass swinging, tits binging.
I'm twerking next week.
I believe that's supposed to be difficulty 7 for the roll.
Oh, well, then 3 successes. I mean, 2 successes.
Not that it matters. He's still captivated by your voice. And he's just going like, wow.
Oh, no, technically, if it's singing, then it's still, it's still 3
Oh,
successes.
it's still 3, yeah, it would be.
2, actually,
for the
it'd be
10.
4. 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. Well, still, he is absolutely captivated by your voice. He's just, wow, that is magical. It's divine. Have
I
you tried
used to-
being in the opera?
Uh, I'm more of a jazz singer, but I used to sing in my church's choir when I was younger.
Ah, well, just wonderful.
Thank you, darling. I try my
Pain
hardest.
is symptoms after experience. I mean, you said it kind of stung a bit, but manageable.
Yeah, after a little bit.
Okay. All right. He's actually gonna give a band-aid to you. You're gonna be the only one he actually gave one to.
Sexism.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, but the strength of a woman will never compare to anything that you can truly feel.
Okay, well,
I'll
I
take it
guess
and put it on.
since we have a successful batch, both of you, I guess he'll drop some more and kind of like walk over to Soraya.
I roll up my sleeve and I stick out my arm.
Also gonna have you roll willpower
All right.
as he injects and pushes in.
Okay, so that is. Oh shit! I'm at will, like my total willpower or what I have
Total.
left.
Always
Okay.
total. Always total.
Okay, so I'm at 4 willpower.
You really only have 4?
Yeah.
You should have 5.
Oh well, then
Your total willpower, as in your dots,
Yeah.
not the squares, the dots. I have 5 on my screen.
Oh, then I don't know what I did. So 5, and what's the difficulty?
7.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can you roll your self-control, also difficulty 7?
Okay. Let's see. My self-control is 3.
3.
Not my night, y'all. Okay. Oh, thank
Oh, we're
God.
good. The beast inside stirs a bit, but it quiets down as you exert your control. I'll then pull out the needle, walk back, bring up some more, go over to Warren.
Somebody get me some leeches.
Warren will
He
roll
shakes
out
his head. He shakes his head at the leash's comment and still waits for you to roll up your sleeve.
Yeah, Warren roll up his sleeve and
Oh,
like-
yeah, I roll up my sleeve and try my best to put on a brave face.
So with Warren, he's actually gonna kind of poke the needle in and grab your other hand, the one that you cut open that he cut open last night, and he'll squeeze in. And can I have you roll your willpower?
Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah, and you also have that, the same stinging, sore feeling. And he looks at your hand and goes that is marvelous. It's like there's no damage there at all. And he kind of lets go of the syringe for a moment and goes oh shit, and then he kind of re-grabs it again before he can actually break off. And then he'll pull out.
wonderful.
So, are you the only 5 infected, or?
No, unfortunately.
If
There's quite a
only.
lot of us. Vironz, do we know that Like, just from what we've experienced, it could potentially trigger frenzy in kindred?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would guess that pretty much all the elders would be able to handle it a lot better as they have more willpower and like self-control, and so they're able to like kind of push it down.
No, there's more of us, but you're right that you need to work on the pain thing before you can distribute it. Frankly, we all got lucky tonight. Sometimes we can lose control when things hurt like that. Hurt people, break things. So I don't think it's a risk we can take distributing it to all of us.
Okay. Well, he'll actually kind of like pull up another batch out of like a little refrigerator. I can try this. Does anyone want to try a second dose?
Love a booster. I'll stick my arm out.
You can roll your willpower difficulty 8. This one's not better. This one's actually worse.
Oh no. I'll still be by.
Good thing I upgraded this.
I'll still be near Jasper whenever he takes a dose, just because. Bruja, craziness.
More vampire racism.
This one doesn't. Yeah, this one doesn't actually like feel like a jelly. This one's more like that. Like if you got your COVID shot, it feels like that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Actually,
so
it's not as bad, but like it's different.
I think that's a little better. Weirder.
Okay, I guess we'll go with this one. But just to make sure, try your thing again.
Oh yeah, I'll try to. I'm gonna try. Well, no, I don't want to scare him. Whatever, I'll spend the blood. Yeah, I'll try presence again.
Are you okay? I was gonna say, you're gonna use Dread Gaze.
I thought about it to save on blood, but I know that's a terrible idea.
So the other thing I can suggest is maybe, blood searching, because that's not something you have to roll for.
Oh, hey, yeah, you're smarter than I am. Yeah, and then that's only for the physical stats?
Yep.
It's never gonna be 5, that's why I'd ask. Yeah, I'll increase my dex with it.
Yeah, you're feeling a lot quicker. I'm sure if you move, you also kind of like, it's almost like you're using celerity, but not really.
Yeah, I do like the boxer shuffle. Yeah, I think I can still do my stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So you think this one's better then?
Yeah, hopefully.
He'll drop some more and stick it in. Without permission this time, he's gonna stick it in. We'll say Soraya.
Always get permission before you stick it in, folks.
Okay. What should I roll?
Also, your willpower difficulty 8. I am
Okay.
gonna suggest that you probably spend a temporary willpower. It is your choice. I just know you have 5, and at difficulty 8, statistics aren't in your favor.
Yeah, okay. So I'll spend, let's see.
If you spend
One
it, you don't have
point?
to roll.
Okay.
Willpower.
Okay, I'll spend 1 willpower then.
Okay.
All right.
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
You feel it hurts, it stings, but you swallow it down. You swallow down that pain, that urge that you felt with the other one, and you recognized it, but it doesn't. This one actually feels a lot better.
So this one does feel better, but full confession, first of all, I expected it to be a lot worse. And secondly, I had to, muster my own willpower in order to, make sure that it didn't knock me down.
That's price of success. That's fine. All right, who wants to be the third test subject before I rule that this is okay?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, by the way, next time, don't touch me without asking.
He looks concerned, but like it's like, yeah, you're right. Sorry. And he'll like walk over to Warren and just goes and waits for him to show the other arm. Then he'll stick it in. Yeah. Difficulty 8. Like I said, this one isn't better. But you take it like a champ, just like Jasper did, and generally it's less painful than the other one. But it does have a it's sore around the injection area.
I'm gonna rub his arm. Yeah, that one's. It doesn't hurt as bad, but it's strange.
Yeah, your main arm just has that like sore weight, like almost weighty feel, like where it's more weighted than your other arm. It's heavier. There we go. That's kind of the one that everyone has. Like whatever arm that you showed and got injected with for the first batch, your arm just feels a bit heavier, but it's still fully functional. Okay, well, I guess this is the one I'm going to be using, but I guess all 5 of you are inoculated now. Do I need to just, pull a bunch and box them up and give them to you guys? Or how's the distribution process? How's that going to look?
Well, actually, that brings us to something we need to talk to you about.
Oh, yeah.
You aren't supposed to know that we exist. There are a couple of options for you, but you're only going to like one of them. You can drink one of our blood and to become what we call a ghoul. You will be supernaturally compelled to do what we want. But the alternative is that, well, if we don't do that, we have to kill you.
I actually have an alternative that I would like to speak with my friend about alone after we've discussed distribution. But
Third option, frankly, I take this shit, go home, break it, throw it away, don't care.
that's actually
Well,
the
then we're
second
going to
option.
eat
where we
you.
can-
I mean,
If you kill me, then this goes. Then everyone's screwed.
Listen, even if we don't, somebody's going to ask, who's the doctor that helped them? And we aren't going to tell them. They're going to find you. I don't want to hurt you. You're doing a great thing. But your long-term safety, well, except Warren says he has another option.
I'm
I
not
trust
using.
Warren.
I'm not going to drink your blood, and I don't want to die. I have more
Well-
leverage than you do at this moment. I don't think you realize that. Either you save your people, or you just let me go.
well, there is.
Sorry, save your people, and I gotta go, or kill me. This stuff's gone. Everyone dies.
There is another option that I see as well. I wonder if Oren and I have the same idea.
I'm
Storyteller
very
wise, I know you don't. You have
What's
similar
your-
ideas, but not the same.
What's your third option?
Well, mine is that, he could become one of us. And option number 3.5 is that we could turn him over to our bosses. And, if he destroys this batch, we could let the Camarilla deal with him. They'll be a lot less kind and a lot more coercive than we will be. We'll get rewarded either way because we have somebody who has already developed the formula.
Regardless of how this shakes out, I'm not letting them take the credit for this.
I would like to speak with my friend alone, please, Dr. Phillips, if you're comfortable with that.
As in, just to make sure I get this right, Storyteller-wise, as in you and Phillips, or you and Jasper?
Myself and Phillips, please.
He'll nod, but he's actually going to take both. He's going to take both the vaccines and the syringe that he used. And he's going to bring them with.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'm just gonna give a quick scan to the group to see if they have any last words.
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not death. Final words before he exits the room. My items.
Just remember, we still have the option to turn him over to our higher-ups. We
It's
don't
an
need to deal with this ourselves.
I do, though. I brought him into this, and I will get him out. It's my mess. I will clean up after myself.
Well, then go with God.
Keeps following me around. He's gonna go after the good doctor.
Yeah, you guys are kind of in a separate room. You're more secluded than you were before. What are you gonna do? I mean, I know what you're gonna do, but say it out loud for the class.
So, Dr. Phillips, we have a few options. We could kill you, which is
Then
not
I break
something-
this, and then I break both these things, and you don't have anything. So I think that's not a good option for you.
I agree with you.
And I'm not going to drink your blood either.
You consuming my blood in any way would be worse than killing you. So, I need to make you unreliable. I am going to use Fontaine.
Yep. As you say that, he's going to say, "What do you mean? Can you roll? Roll your manipulation and subterfuge. And we'll tell your difficulty in just one moment. It is perception, self-control. Oh, God, that's not kind for you. It's gonna be difficulty 8.
Two successes.
Okay.
I can kind of tell that taking on, if I could also get passion to sort of up the intensity of it at all.
Yeah. Also, make sure you roll for that. And your difficulty for that one is gonna be 9.
One success.
It doesn't really take the hole that you want it to. I mean, you can see him kind of have this like kind of fearful look on his face, but it lasts for like about 10 seconds and it's kind of gone and just kind of looks confused now. And goes like, "What's like? What do you mean? Huh? This isn't gonna do anything."
Yeah, I guess not. But if you go around talking about vampires, people will think you're crazy. So I guess all we can do is let you go on your way.
I wasn't planning on it, but fine, whatever. You're not gonna kill me? They're not gonna kill me?
I have no plans to kill you.
Can you make sure they don't kill me?
I'll be right back. And he's gonna go back to the other room. Tell the group, I think I might have worked out a solution. We'll have to wait a little bit, but he shouldn't be an issue.
Oh,
You know what I just thought about?
What's that?
Why don't we coerce him into giving us the formulas? We don't
Wren.
need
Sorry.
him.
yeah.
Sorry, Wren. You do hear him go like, wait, shit. What was... Okay. Nothing.
What did... You okay?
Doctor?
I mean, he's alone at the moment, but if you do go to check on him, he's like, I'm fine. I just thought I saw something.
We won't need to coerce him. We just need to promise to let him go and not track him down and kill him.
Okay.
And when people ask how we got this,
Which they inevitably will.
Tell them that I got it for you, and I can explain.
listen, I don't mean harm to the guy. I'm not going to make him do my bidding. But if we don't fool him, then they're going to kill us or him.
Or both.
Or
Most
both.
likely both.
I don't mind letting him go, but I still think that we should at least give his name to whoever's after him.
Hold on a minute. Let me make a phone call. I know somebody who might, if I ask him pretty please, he might be willing to help.
Warren, just before Margot starts to leave the room, you hear a faint voice kind of coming from like above the door. You see there is like an intercom speaker there. It just says stop her.
Warren's gonna kind of jog over and put a hand on her shoulder. Margot, I assure you that I have things taken care of, cleaned up my mess. Okay, if he does say anything, no one will believe him. I've made him a completely unreliable witness. I assure you that no harm will come of this, but I have his name. If anyone within our sect is concerned with his knowledge, they can talk to me. I really assure you that making that call is not necessary.
And
Warren?
Mark,
And Warren, you better swear on your life that that is the case. Because if we have hunters banging down our doors again, this is a promise that I'm making to you. I will find him. And I will tell you this right now. You don't want me or the people that I know to find him. So he better keep his mouth shut. Permanently.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
the music playing in your head, constantly playing. It's actually calm. Quiet. It's not quiet. It's calm. It's somber in a minor key, almost in the sense of horror as well, but it is calm. As if there's like, it's in a minor key and and a little bit of like a horror tone as well. As in, like, there's some sort of like dark premonition stuff going on, but you hear there are like parts of the section closest to you, closest to those, to your, psychological ear or whatever, saying that you're gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. But there is something dark happening near you.
There's a look of panic on her face, and she grabs onto her temples and kind of pushes herself up against like a wall. It looks like she's about to have just like a slight panic attack. Her head kind of like looking from like side to side, like kind of like whiplashing back one way and then the other way.
You do, as you do that, you do feel the minor notes, the horror parts kind of shift, and you hear it in your left ear and then your right. It's kind of in front of you. You hear a minor bit coming from in the direction of where Warren is, but the main part is coming from whenever your ears end up facing where the doctor is.
He's gonna stare in that direction. Her eyes widen, her pupils dilated.
It's the same. I will say they actually do share the same instrument, as if there is some connection between the two of them, between Warren and whatever is happening to the doctor.
For your sake and for mine, I really hope you're right.
Yeah, but for being right, don't you worry.
Yeah. Well, I'm willing to put my trust in it, but I have a knack for telling when something is wrong, too.
The rest of the group does hear a few more exclamations from the doctor as well, as he is in like kind of in a sectioned off part of the room, but you can still hear a tiny bit. Wren definitely hearing the most. It's just explanations of kind of like horror. We're like, wait, what was that kind of things.
Can I go check on him?
Can I?
Yeah.
Use perception. I don't know, perception investigation?
Or?
Just to see if I can see anything around him or, what he's doing.
No need to roll for that. Not that kind of roll, at least. There is no physical thing wrong. Everything is still the same. Nothing came in, nothing came out of the room. It's all there. Jasper, as you do check on him, he does his body language was stiffened up, but as soon as he sees you, he kind of relaxes.
Hey man, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's fine. Look, we good. We're good, right?
Yeah, we're good. Why are you? It sounded like something was happening to you.
Just thought I saw things. So must be coming from. Must be having a manic episode.
Yeah, man.
This whole thing feels like a manic episode.
Hey, well, it won't be safe to bring you around to other people, so we'll grab those cures from you, but you get some sleep, okay?
I'll try. And he'll kind of like walk past Jasper into the group, rest of the group of people, and his body language like fully relaxes now. And he starts taking out he starts filling up syringes of each thing. And he'll use both vials and he'll actually mark them. Or not vials, he'll use both vaccines. He'll actually mark each syringe of like which one it is. Like, test 1, test 2. and test 2 has like the check mark as well, as in indicating it's good or like best. Okay. Do you guys mind if I go out with you?
They don't. They treat humans like food, man.
No, just out of here for now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Kind of leaves and it hovers around Warren the most. And for Margot, the minor keys, the baritone sax, and like a probably French horn as well. Whatever brass section stuff. It's minor. It feels like they're trying to do like a bit of a Jaws theme as well, of kind of like switching between each half step. But is strongly emanating from those two now.
Can I roll? Could I roll maybe like an empathy check of some sort to
Yeah.
get like
Let's do a perception, empathy, and
Could we do wits empathy?
we could. Sorry.
Can I?
Yes, we.
Could I argue for wits?
I will let you argue for wits, as this is also happening mentally. Perception would be more like, kind of looking, but it's audio. You can't really see audio.
Mm-hmm.
We could definitely do wits.
Cool.
It's gonna be difficulty 5. What kind of thing are you looking for? Kind of like what's causing this? What might be happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of trying to like sense the vibe of the music almost, because it seems to get more intense whenever I'm looking at this guy. I'm just trying to
I mean, I will say
That's
it is
out.
definitely different from when you first saw him as well.
Yeah.
Something, whatever happened in that conversation, now that music's changed.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Two successes.
With what you have in occult as well, I'm gonna say that you do understand. It's very rare in this year and time period for Malkavians. It's very rare, but some do have this way of causing mental anguish on others. Malkavians do, and you would almost guess that this guy, somehow Warren, might be one of these, and this guy he did something to this guy, and it's dark. It's not like it's not like evil dark, but it's like, this is going to be this is kind of a mind effect on this guy, and it's changed him.
She'll, with the understanding that whatever Warren did when they were alone together, he's just going to walk next to Warren, and if they meet eyes at all, she's just going to give him a singular nod of understanding, and then fall back to where Soraya is.
You return the nod.
Generally, the rest of the night is uneventful, other than, you know what, hold on, there's one other thing that we can do as well. You all arrive at the club, knowing it is the Elysium for the vampires, and generally where most of them will gather. It's still closed, but you do see lights on upstairs on the third
What time
floor.
is it?
It's probably around 2 a.m. Actually, I'll say 2:45 a.m. generally.
Let's go in. We can.
Yeah. No sense waiting.
For the first time ever, at least that you guys recognize, the doors are locked.
Okay.
Can we like peer through a window?
The windows are on the second floor, and they're still high up on the second floor anyway.
Right, right.
Throw a small rock at the window.
Please no.
Can we play our jukebox and wait for somebody to appear outside?
Yeah, you're gonna hold your boombox, and it's just gonna start playing. Yeah.
So Margot, we're just going to lift Margot up.
I will begin to sing "Come to My Window."
Margot, you ready? I'm gonna lift you up now, alright?
Oh my god! Oh no!
What you could do though, as Margot does know the room, does know the rooms, and she does know that Brendan Thornhill does actually have a coffin there, and he does sleep in the Succubus Club, and Annabelle does as well. You do know where they are. You know you can project your voice in there if you wanted. Hint, hint.
Yeah, yes. I will do the thing that I'm good at. That only one person knows that I'm good at. I'm going to think of Annabelle, and think of I'm gonna think of Annabelle. And you guys see Margot step back, and you can actually hear her. It's a very it's a quiet like whisper, but loud enough for those who are around her to hear. And I'm gonna do the second dot, which allows me to throw my voice at a specific person.
Wait, couldn't you call her before you do that?
I will say you probably do realize that Annabelle doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
And the club phone is in Brennan's office.
Got it. Never mind.
So, Ventru, you know. Wits performance difficulties. I'm actually gonna say 6 for this one. And spend your blood point.
Yes, I'm going to spend my blood point. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm gonna have to get a snack after this. The snack that smiles back. The snack that smiles back. My herd.
Oh.
All right. Wits and performance.
Add your. I'm presuming you're probably also sing-songing this.
Yeah.
It's needed for the thing.
She's quite literally singing "Come to My Window."
Yeah, there's this faint whisper that you guys could hear at the back of her throat. It's loud enough for you guys to barely be able to hear it. Wren definitely hears it pretty clearly.
Okay.
That's as much as we're getting, because we don't want to get copywritten.
No, I would like to stay up online.
DMCA. Don't mind.
It's FCC.
And then
6 successes.
Yes. Very much yes. You do this for about like 10 seconds, and you don't even know at the time. You still you're projecting it into that room where you know she usually is.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 10 seconds, you kind of feel like mentally there's like an air pressure shift in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And after about a minute or two of you continuing to sing, the door does unlock. And you see it open. But no one's in front of it, no one's really holding it. It seems like they're probably opening it behind and staying behind the door.
All right. Well, all right, we're good.
Well, there's nothing for it. Let's go then.
And everybody else, other than Margot and Soraya, so I guess just the boys.
Oh boy.
And you roll wits and occult if you have occult. And if you
Alright.
don't, that is okay.
If you don't, suffer.
If you don't,
Difficulty on-
if you don't, or you don't, if you don't, you don't learn anything.
Alright, I do have wits. Yep.
Occult is the required dot, so I guess just Warren and Wren, because I just looked at Jasper's sheet.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, so. So when you said it, I thought it meant I wouldn't have to increase the difficulty for not having a call, but now I understand.
Yes. No, this is just kind of like what is this kind of thing? Can I roll it at like difficulty 7? This wouldn't be like a totally this wouldn't be a widely available knowledge for the for kindred.
All right. Nope.
Shit.
Nope. Wren,
How
yes.
do you get a -1? How does that
Wren.
work?
Yes.
Wren, what's gonna happen is what you think just happened is actually just a normal Toreador power.
No, I'm thinking. Yeah. Yep. This is just
As for-
normal. Yeah.
As for Warren, I'm also going to factor in the fact that you're also Malkavian with your successes. It wasn't going to add anything to your roll, but with your successes, you and you being a Malkavian, you recognize and you kind of remember vaguely through some sort of like string. You don't even know if this is the thing you read or learned somewhere, but somewhere you know that this is like a different bloodline. Margot is not a Toreador. She is a banshee, a madrigal, a muse. She's like a combination, like a bastard combination of like the beauty and promise of a Toreador with ever so slight madness in some fashion. You don't know what of the Malkavians.
As she kind of goes into the club, he's gonna try to make eye contact with her. And if they do make eye contact, he will kind of try to give the same nod she did to him earlier as they left the university.
Oh. Y'all can't hear me laughing.
She'll look back at him and just, again, that one understanding nod. Before I assume she's the first one to walk in.
Probably. You guys make your way up the stairs and spiral staircase to get to the overlooking like 3rd floor. And when you look behind you, you do actually see you see Brett Stryker, the guy who was the bodyguard at the party, following behind you.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you guys make your way up to Annabelle's office or Brennan's.
I vote Annabelle's.
Yeah. Probably Annabelle's.
Yeah.
Annabelle's it is?
Now, given your somewhat recent history with Annabelle, Jasper, do you go in the room?
I think I do, because we can lord the cure over her.
Okay.
It's cute that you think you have that power. It's really cute.
Presumably, Margot just opens the door. And Annabelle's kind of... She's still sitting at her desk. But she's not looking as beautified as she normally would be. Like when the club is actually open. I mean, she's still beautiful, all things considered. But just not as much, because she doesn't really have anyone to impress at the moment. Yes, my dear? Oh. And your friends. And that one.
Hello, Mother. We come bearing some good news, some gifts.
Yes.
Well, you know how the illness has been going around recently.
A genuine sigh of anger and frustration escapes her lips. She squeezes her hand, and you hear the creaking, like the strain of glass ever so slightly cracking. Yes. As I can recall, and I can see, everybody seems to have it. That fucker.
What?
Bread.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we have a cure.
Her eyes widen and lighten up, and you see her stand up swiftly. And almost, it feels instant, but you do recognize that it's not. She is using her celerity, and she just runs right up in front of you. You do feel like a slight pulse of air kind of brush past you, behind you. Yes, who has it? You? Who is holding the box at the moment?
I asked him for it.
Is it Jasper?
Yeah.
I would like it to be Jasper.
She'll have run up to you then.
Oh no.
Of course, but nothing comes for free, Miss Annabelle.
I will say, as she comes up behind, Jasper will hear a little voice in the back of his mind. I ask this of you, as a coterie member and a friend. Please do not make her upset.
I Margot. And I think about it. And I keep my fucking mouth shut because I'm the nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Those are some bold words there, buddy.
We're gonna put this to the test.
Uh-oh.
Now, I believe you have invested some experience points into potence.
Yes.
Just the 1 dot?
Just the 1 dot.
All right, good enough for me. She's gonna grab it. She's gonna put both her hands on the box, and she's gonna start pulling it from you. Are you going to resist?
Well, not strictly. Careful, if you break it, we're all fucked. I let her take it at Margot's request.
Okay. She'll then... Now that you realize it, the fact that she also did use celerity and almost ran up to you, she's actually wearing heels. Very very thin heels.
Mm-hmm. Literally stilettos.
Yes. And she'll kind of, again, use celerity a bit, set it on the desk, pull out one of the syringes, and then stick it in her arm.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we know what this does, so can I be leaving the room as soon as she gets her syringe?
She's also old as shit. She may be able to resist it a little bit better than us.
She did. What do you have use celerity when you do when she's grabbed the box and put it at the and you hear it put it on the desk? What do you have use celerity to get out of the room?
Not like the version where you spend a blood point, but like it makes you faster, so I call on that.
You end up spending a blood point when you get to 6, so not really important. So yeah, you've effectively gone out of the room, and you see her essentially slam this into her arm, and then throw the syringe. And
Wait,
the
no, we need that.
Kind of the empty syringe, and the needle lands in the wall, kind of like sticks in a little bit. She goes, fuck. Okay. Okay. Good. My arm stings, it hurts, it's a bit sore, but not overwhelmingly bad. Rhett, dear, come over here. And she motions him over, and he calmly walks over. And she is going to then slowly inject it into his arm. Is anybody else leaving the room at this point?
I'll leave when she tells me to.
Absolutely not.
What was that, Warren?
Warren will stay.
He'll stay? Okay.
I'm curious to see what happens, and also I can't leave, Margot.
Wren.
Yeah, I'm staying.
Okay. Jasper, are you just like outside, like basically outside, but still looking, like with the door open and looking in?
Yeah, I think once she's definitely not going to cut my throat because it hurts, I'll come back into the room.
And you see her inject it into the bodyguard. You see him stiffen up and kind of like start rubbing his arm. Like, fuck. That really hurts.
But it works. You'll begin to feel better almost immediately. I know I did.
You see her kind of walk over to the wall, ignoring what you said completely. Takes the syringe out and puts it on the desk, and then walks back over to the wall and knocks on it. And Jasper, you see the door open next to where you are, or well, as you're about to enter, I should say. And you see Brennan Thornhill come out. He walks in behind you. He basically walks right into you, almost kind of like brushing against your shoulder. He's still not a fan of yours.
Real fucking classy, bud. Good luck with your cure we got for you.
Nope, not gonna do that today.
Ooh.
Not gonna do that tonight. Just you see him just again stiffen up. Gonna be the better person. Yes, Annabelle, what do you need? Oh, I have a cure here. And she sticks it in his arm. Now I need to get his willpower. So many freaking ventures in this book.
Oop, too many ventures.
The Camarilla is just oops all ventures.
At one point, yeah.
Loading this, put it in his pants.
He has like 10 childer.
Oh,
Is he Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh no!
This isn't gonna look good for you guys.
Oh no!
Get fucked, Blue Blood.
Get fucked yourselves, apparently.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's crazy.
That's
As you're the person who he likes the least,
Oh no!
Jasper,
Oof.
and you. Oh god, this. Okay. I need you to roll your Dex Athletics, difficulty 6. Please add your celerity.
Yeah, you got it.
So I guess difficulty 7 because you don't have athletics.
I have athletics. You might be looking at one of the older sheets. I bought it after the first
might be.
session.
I might be. Yeah, it's probably a good chance then.
Oh no!
As Brennan
3
Thornhill just
successes.
his eyes turn red and he lunges at you, but you see it coming. You almost suspected this as you just swiftly move out of the way. And pretty much for the remainder of this, for the remainder of the night and for the scene, really, at session, just looking at our time, he keeps lunging at you, swiping at you, punching, wanting to connect his fist into your face.
What's the matter, Brennan? It hurt too much?
And his eyes are almost like a shade of red. You almost feel that anger. And for Margot, it is this overwhelming, the loudest noise just is coming from his soul. You can't even tell what instrument it is. It is just so loud. You know it's a brass instrument, but it is just unbelievably loud. And I think for that is where we're going to end for tonight.